What is up, guys? Ashbfc here, and welcome to the weekly ramble. Very nearly made a on-camera appearance for this video, and then laziness got the better of me as usual. That, and I also forgot to charge the batteries for it, so that never helps. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, first off, see, I've just started my Sonic and Knuckles playthrough, which I said I was going to do. Well, I say I've started it. I've already recorded it all, did it all in one sitting, super short game. I mean, I've started uploading it. It should be, what, 2 parts up now if this is going up on Friday. So yeah, that's happening right now. I left a bit of a gap between this and Sonic 3, just because I've also missed, like, what, the past 3 episodes maybe, of Shitty Game Sunday. One of the reasons is I was really running out of hard drive space. It's been a real problem. Obviously, you know, I play a game on PC through Steam and that and what have you, and obviously games are coming in bigger and bigger now. They're massive. Some are coming like 50 gigs plus. They're huge. Obviously, a lot of other stuff on there, music videos and other, you know, game footage which I've captured and stuff. I've got a shitload of like Zelda footage. That big Zelda video one was taking up a hell of a lot of space. So yeah, I've been running very low on space. I mean, I would have liked to have done a Horizon Zero Dawn review, but again, because of the complete lack of space I had, I didn't really capture any footage, so I couldn't really do one, unfortunately. But I'll get to that game in a bit later on. And also, as well, I've complained recently about how unbearably slow my PC has been. It's just been complete crap. Like, it's just got slower and slower, and has been driving me crazy. It takes forever to boot up. Even though opening basic stuff, even sometimes just opening folders and stuff was taking forever. A little freezing. That video editing in particular was laggy as hell, which has helped contribute to my laziness towards videos, because it's just a frustrating thing to have to do. Even like browsing the web was a problem, and videos were starting to stutter, and opening Photoshop to thumbnails took forever, and it just got slower and slower and was driving me absolutely fucking insane. I was ready to smash it to pieces. Well, thankfully I fixed it, because I got an SSD drive, finally, which I should have done a long time ago. Yeah, prior to that, I've just had 2 old hard drives in there, which are like 6 years old. And, yeah, that was the problem. Like, the primary drive I was using was causing all the slowdown. Like, I've slapped the SSD in there now, fresh installed Windows 10, made that my primary drive, and wow, the difference is incredible. We're back in business. We're back in business. There's no surprise, really. I mean, that hard drive was, what, 6 years old, and it was just worn out to fuck, I guess. Doesn't exactly sound healthy either, and it was just taking forever to read stuff on it, and that was causing all the problems. But silky smooth now on the SSD. It boots in the blink of an eye. Programs are opening instantly. No more laggy video editing. Oh, it's so good, so much better. I should have got an SSD ages ago. And also it's an extra 500 gig as well. It's the 500 gig one. I would like a terabyte, but it was a bit too expensive. Over 300 quid. I'm like, no, I ain't paying that. This one weren't cheap. So yeah, everything's running smooth again, and I've got more space now to record games and what have you, so it's all good. Next up, just got to get the we're going to get my processor. I'm going to upgrade to a 6-core, which means I need a new motherboard, and I also need new RAM as well, because it'll be DDR4 now, isn't it? DDR3, which I have now, is incompatible, and I'll need a decent cooler as well. Probably get a liquid cooler. I've always just gone with basic, generic, shitty cooling, which has never really caused me any problems, but I just want to, you know, not take any risks, make sure it's nice and cool in there. And then it should be even better. It should help me be able to multitask more, hopefully be able to do some decent streaming, and should drastically reduce rendering times as well, which is still a bit of a problem, but you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Thank God for the SSD. Oh, amazing. So yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. Beat it the other week. Really enjoyed it. Cracking game. I did a quick look. I've already talked about it, give it a lot of praise, but I haven't finished it now. Yeah, excellent game. Fantastic. Great open world game. Something a bit different. Stunning looking game. Very well polished. Always good. Interesting story. Just great game. One of the best exclusive on PS4. I highly, highly recommend getting that game on a PS4. It's really, really good. But Sony was saying, like, they wanted to make Aloy, you know, the main character, wanted to make her like the mascot for PlayStation or something. I don't know about that. I mean, she's an okay character. She's nothing super special. She ain't no Lara Croft, but I don't know about making her mascot. She's not that great, but she's okay. But anyway, yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, great game. Of course, I'm still playing Zelda. That's taking up all my gaming time. I've already hopped on how much I love that game. I continue to do so. It's amazing. So I won't. I'll give it a rest this week. But but seriously, if you haven't got this game yet, then what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Get this game! Seriously. Breath of the Wild and The Witcher 3 are the finest examples of how you do an open world game. They're two fucking masterpieces right there. All the other companies that want to do open world games, take a good look at those two. Particularly you, Ubisoft, with your generic recycled garbage. Okay? So, yeah. Anyway, I also got NieR Automata on the PS4. It's also on PC as well. I think it released a week later. Not had too much time with the game, but it seems a lot of fun so far. I really enjoyed it. I never played the original. I don't know anything really about the original NieR. But this one was developed by Platinum Games, one of my absolute favourite developers. If you don't know, they did Bayonetta 1 and 2. In my opinion, two of the greatest action games ever. They did Wonderful 101, which is amazing, exclusive on the Wii U. Vanquish, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. They do amazing games. And it's interesting. The story seems really good so far. It's actually also an open world JRPG. But it's got that sort of traditional Platinum Games fast-paced sort of action hack and slash style to it. But then it sort of switches to other stuff as well. It's like sometimes the camera changes to like a 2D. It becomes like a 2D side scroll, and then there's like an isometric view. There's like aerial combat and stuff when you're flying these little ship things. And sometimes it turns like a top-down view, and it's like a twin-stick shooter. It blends a few different things in there, but it works really well. And yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed what I've played so far. It's another game I'd recommend getting. Really good. Also, as you'll probably see playing on this video right now, some Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, I got the 10-hour trial through Origin, the early access thing. Well, as I think I've already said, I was a huge fan of the original trilogy. It was incredible. I sit here all day and tell you how much I loved it. Loved it. So amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I've mentioned a few times now that I've been very skeptical about Andromeda. I've not felt excited for it. I've not had a good feeling about it. And now having played a little bit of it, I'm not sure exactly how much time I've had. Not a lot. I've just, started up and played the very first bit. So do bear that in mind. But from what I have played, I ain't feeling it. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's not. But I don't know. It's just not. It's not pulling me in. I remember the first time I played the original Mass Effect. Like, Jesus, is it 10 years ago now? Is it that long? It's 10 years, isn't it? Holy shit. I was sucked into that game immediately and I couldn't put my controller down. And that was it. This one, I got bored. I just don't know. Again, I'm very early on. This could all change. I haven't given up on the game. Okay, I'm going to give it some more time. It could easily turn around and win me over. But my very first impressions, I really don't think it's that great. I don't know. I can't fully explain why. It just doesn't feel super Mass Effect-like so far. I'm not really liking any of the characters so far, but then again, I've really seen much of them. But I don't know, they don't seem all that great. I don't really like it. The visuals of it. I actually think the original Mass Effect is a better looking game than this. Not that this is an ugly looking game, but I prefer the look of the originals. You might have seen some people taking the piss out of the animations, the facial animations. They are quite weak. They all look very emotionless. They look like a blank look on their face. They looked way better in the original. The writing doesn't seem that great so far. I think it's a different writer to the original three. The combat seems okay. Cover system seems alright. It's easier to move around. You've got that little jetpack and you can climb and stuff, which is kind of nice. But no, I'm not feeling it so far. As I said, I'm going to give it more time, but yeah, I got bored, basically. I was like, I can't really bother with this. I don't know. I mean, I am older now. You know, it takes a lot more for a game to get my attention. But I mean, I'll play some more and I'll give you my favourite thoughts. I hope it changes. I hope it totally wins me over eventually. But I must say, it has a very... It feels a lot like Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, I loved, for the most part, Dragon Age Inquisition. It was a great game, so much better than Dragon Age 2, which I did not like. Gave up on that game very quick. It does feel a lot like that. I think it's the same team, isn't it? The same BioWare team that did Dragon Age Inquisition. But I don't want Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, I want Mass Effect. I don't want Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm worried. One of the biggest problems with Dragon Age Inquisition... I'm having a hard time saying Inquisition. I'm trying to say it too fast. It had a lot of filler. Do you know what? There was a lot of shit quests. Like, they packed a load of quests in there, and a lot of them were just tedious, boring, repetitive, garbage fetch quests and stuff. That better not be the same with this. I'm happy for a lot less, but more meatier, you know, like side quests, or assignments as they've been called in Mass Effect. So I really hope it's not going to be just a lot of filler. I hope not. But anyway, once I've played some more of it, which is going to be tough because, you know, Zelda's taking my time up. Which is, by the way, if I haven't mentioned, absolutely amazing. Don't know if I've said anything, but yeah. Anyway, I've harped on way too much about Andromeda. I think it comes out next week, right? I think the EA Access gives you a week. Lets you play them a week earlier. So... yeah, it's out next week, so I guess we'll start seeing the reviews go up and we'll see what it's like there. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I don't think I've much else to talk about really. Yeah, now I've got my computer sorted out. I'll make an attempt to do some more videos, try and get a bit more variation. I'm not sure what's going to happen after Sonic and Knuckles, I'll figure that out. But I'll try and do some other stuff as well. I'm not sure about Shitty Game Sunday this Sunday. I'm definitely getting back to that. It's a lot of fun to do. I think people seem to like it. I wasn't expecting to get another hard drive. I was going to leave that to last for some stupid reason. Glad I didn't. But yeah, I've just not got anything lined up right now, and I might not have time to do one. So if I don't, I'll make sure I definitely get one up next week, and I'll make sure I get definitely on top of that, so that we don't continue to miss various episodes. I don't really have an excuse now with my computer fixed, so it will just be pure laziness. I've got to stop being lazy. But yeah, that's it, pretty much. So yeah, that's it for this week's Ramble. As usual, I'll probably remember a lot of stuff I want to talk about as soon as I've ended the video, but oh well. So, what should I go do now? Should I go play some Mass Effect Andromeda, or should I go play some Breath of the Wild? Ah, tough choice. Yeah, I think I'm going to go play some Breath of the Wild. So, thanks for listening, guys. I've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.